Hello, everybody. Welcome back to BareRose Garage. I am late. I got hung up over at Buck's place. We had a good old time over there. And Edwin, good to see you, man. That's Redbeard's dad. So, who all we got in the house here tonight? New guy's guitar. Good to see you, man. Tony, always great to see you. Steven, always good. Just drive it. I hope that number can help you. Oh, Lord, there's a bunch of them in here. Colleen, Mohawk 62, Auto Salvage Outlaws. And of course, Cousin Mike, Landing Custom Classics. Great to see you guys. And everybody here, I hope I don't miss any of you. So, I believe my link is still pinned up there. Dawn, the one-eyed cat, 6% recycled. The guy that knows how to build a Rambler out of a Jeep. Love that project, man. Mohawk 62. Okay, now I got all this thing all settled in. That and I forgot that I scheduled it a half hour early this week. I'm used to it being at 6:30 my time. So we'll just jump right in. So, any of you have any questions about the creator workshop that me and John did the last week? I see a lot of you guys are out there putting some of that stuff to work, and I hope some of those suggestions pay off for you. We're, we're going to try everything we can to get everybody who puts the work in there at the No Name Nationals. Or just get you out there. Get you out there to the world. Show off your work. It's kind of fun. Need to call it next week? Yeah. Like I said, anything you see out there, just tell Walt, BareRose Garage in Landon, and he'll know. Pretty sure he'll know. Walt's a good old guy, but keep in mind he's an old junkyard guy. I think he's in his 80s. Great guy though. So, what's everybody been working on? "162 Customizing." Good to see you, man. First Responders Garage. Always great to see you. Taxes. Oof. That's the ugly word. But yeah, it is that time of year. So did you end up with it? That's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure we can fix it pretty simple too. Good to see you, mofo. Smoke Wrench Garage. I love that name. That is just one cool name. Dadgummit. I was going to try to do a share screen. That's what I keep looking over at. But something's going on. It keeps saying page won't load, retry. Anyway, while I'm trying to get that all set in there, let's see. Open link, a new tab. Mute tab. Try removing it and changing it back over. One of these days I'll get this all figured out. Paste. There we go. Now my screen's opening up. For some reason, it's not letting me do the share screen tonight. I tried there. But anyway, I went ahead and put my link back up there. I'm pretty sure it's up pinned at the top again. But yeah, if any of you have any questions, any of you want to pop in, yeah, we'll just shoot the breeze. Yep, all makes and models are welcome. Hey, Cheryl, good to see you. Always good to see you. Ford Muscle Lewis 97. How's classic car restoration going? I don't know if you classify anything that I do as restoration, though. I'm the kind of guy that makes the restoration guys go, ugh. I'm a true rat rodder at heart. And that goes back, oh, since the very beginning. You know, quite honestly, everybody asks me what's my favorite car. I really don't like any of them. That no car has it 100% spot on. But I like pieces and bits and pieces of all of them. So I think I was born for hot rodding, customizing, and rat rodding. It's always been in my blood. I used to bug my dad all the time. I'd ask him, "What's it take to build your own car?" And he always told me, "Too much." Just to get me to leave him alone because he was busy. Yeah, and you look at the stuff we're doing now, it's basically what we're doing. We're just combining bits and pieces from everything to make something out of it. And I like the way it's gone. Yeah, Dust Devil. 8:45 your time, right? That would be, let's see. That gets confusing trying to think of time schedules. I'm Mountain, you're Central. What I'll do is I'll look up on your channel and then I'll hit the notification on it, the reminder on it. And then when it pops up, I'll go ahead and shut her down here. Here, it's 6:30 now. It's actually the time I thought that the live was supposed to be scheduled for. Yeah, Robbie, that's the way I've always been. Everything like I said, I like the tail lights in one car, but they'll blow it on the headlights, or the interior just isn't right, or there's always something missing in every single car. So hot rodding, customizing, all that stuff, it just fell right in my lap. Yeah, Travis, I'm on a little early this time. Actually, I guess I had it scheduled for. Oh, wow, we got a new guy in here, a great guy too. Okay, everybody, here we go. Introducing 162.
Hey everybody! I thought I got enough nerve up to try this.
Oh, great.
Yeah, I seen that video that you and John did the other day, and
Uh-huh.
and I was taking notes and stuff. And matter of fact, I watched it 3 or 4 times, and I noticed I learned more watching it a couple 3 times. But the playlist thing, how do you get that to go?
Uh, when you've got them uploaded and everything, you got to go in and create your playlist, and it'll ask you like the title of your playlist and give a description. It's just
Yeah.
like any other video, title it and just fill your description in. And then every video that you want to put in that, there's a little box there that say playlists. Just click on that and it'll give a list of all the playlists. Or it even says on there, or add a new one
Okay.
in your Dropbox there.
Okay.
Just click that and it stuffs them all in there. And it
Okay.
stuffs them in the order that you put them in.
So I can make my own order too.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. That'd be good because I can stay with one story instead of random
Yeah, like your
story.
tail light one, where you're doing that awesome Frenching in and everything. You can
Yeah.
put that whole series in there.
All
And
right.
then if somebody wants, they can just click at the first one and it'll autoplay every one of your videos for them.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking would happen, and that's what I was trying to figure out how to make happen. I'll research that harder tonight,
Sure.
tomorrow. But I was
Uh,
just wanting a sense of direction, I guess you could say, just where to go. Yeah. I
That's the
can't see
easiest
anybody in the
way.
chats, but anyway, yeah, I just wanted to hop on here for a minute. Hey, Buck.
Hey, Jeff, how to jump on before you jumped off? Don't run away. We won't bite you. We're too far.
No problem.
We're too far away.
Yeah. You can't even throw rocks as far.
It's a
I can't
special
throw
night.
rocks.
I finally got you on live. Oh man, I feel good.
Yeah. I finally got the nerve to go for it.
But I think the playlists are in your customizing channel, isn't it?
It could be. I'll have to look harder for it. It
I'm
could
looking
be.
at customized
I was
channel.
I was going back over the John Wilburn one about 3 times, and I taken notes at the same time. And that part, the playlist part, I didn't comprehend it yet. But that don't mean I won't.
Right. I forget how you create a playlist, but you can always look under that YouTube help, Google
Uh-huh.
help.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
It'll give you a number. Do this first, then that, then that, then that, then that. That'll help you out there too.
Ah, it still won't let me share the screen.
But you have to add. Well, yeah.
I tried. I find it right there as I'm uploading them. And then it's below your description box where you put your description, and you go
Oh,
down
I
and
got you.
like I said, it'll say playlist there.
Okay.
And then if it's blank, just click it and it'll open up and say add playlist.
Okay.
And then it directs you right into it when you do that.
Yeah, there it is, right there. It is. It's right below where your description goes in. It says add chapters, thumbnail, and playlists.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll look for it there.
And then there's a learn more button there too. Create and manage playlists is right there.
Okay.
Hey, there's
I will check
Steven. Hey,
that harder. Hey, Steven.
Hey, how's it going? You
Good,
can
good.
actually create a playlist, and when you've actually got a new playlist made up,
Yeah.
hold on, let me drop the other spot real quick. All right, now I got you. I muted the other one. Okay. Anyways, you can actually go back through into your studio, because when you got one side where it actually says YouTube Studio, and you can actually go back through and reselect any other videos that you want in that playlist. You can also go through and decide whether or not you want them in ascending or descending order, or in what order. So it's a lot of times it's just a click and drag.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds like what BareRose was just telling me. Same
And
thing.
then, like he was just saying, when you do your uploads, you can actually select, or you can actually create playlists when you're actually getting everything ready for your upload.
Yeah.
And then
All right.
on your end screen, you know, when your video's 20 seconds from being over, and you add in your
Yeah.
little end screen there with your subscribe button, and always put in there, if it's in a playlist, suggest the playlist. And you can suggest it up there, and if people click on that, it directs them right to it.
That's a good idea too. Okay. All right.
I didn't think of
And
that
if
one.
you're into intros, you want to do an intro for your video, do it 20 seconds long, but put it at the end. Do an outro instead of an intro, because YouTube on that end screen is 20 seconds long, and that's perfect for your outro. So move your intro to the end and just let that play while your subscribe button comes up and your other video suggestions come up.
Yeah, I've seen that option, but I never fooled with it yet. But I will.
And it lets you adjust things. You can put specific videos, or you can even put other people's videos in there if you want to. But I recommend putting your own in. Promote yourself, you know, get as much as you can
Right.
out of them.
Right. Yeah. Yep.
Hope that helps.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you. I'll be replaying this and taking notes. I'm out in my shop right now. I don't have my pen and paper with me like I do in the office area. But yeah, I'll be taking notes.
Don't you have a piece of cardboard or scrap paper or something right
Yeah,
there?
but I use that for dripping paint.
Oh,
A Sharpie and a palm. Get your
Yeah.
redneck palm pilot.
Yeah.
you got a white shirt there. You can write on it.
I like that redneck Palm Pilot thing. That's pretty good. But yeah, I won't stay on here long. I just wanted to get the answer to that. I tried typing it out, and then by the time you read it and everything, it just, I just thought, okay, it's time to go live and ask the question.
It's so
But,
much
Welcome
easier.
anytime.
I watch your guys' shows. I type in that, or I listen rather, that I'm listening to your shows, but I'm working in the shop at the same time. And I want you guys to know that I give you thumbs up, and I like your guys' shows. They're good.
Thanks.
Well, thank you, Jeff.
Right back at you.
So I'm gonna get off here, get back to work. I'm trying to build the project that I'll be doing a video on here pretty soon. And well, thanks for letting me in, man.
No problem. You're welcome anytime.
Okay.
See you later, Jeff. Have a good
See ya.
night.
You too.
He's a great guy. He's been with us since the beginning.
It's good to see guys come in for the first time and everything. It kind of takes a little bit of the intimidation out once you get past it.
Yeah.
And it's a great way to get comfortable, is coming in these lives, because you know it's live, and you know it's a friendly environment, and you kind of shake off all of those jitters, and yeah.
it helped me a lot. I mean, it was one of BareRose's live that I jumped on early on. Big Mike was there and Buzz, and I think Jeff Tuhax was there. And they were asking me questions. I was all kinds of nervous and stuff.
And it's cool too because I'm in here. I've only got one opinion on this stuff. You got Steven here that can answer. You got Buck over here that can answer. It's cool.
Yeah. And it's funny how different things help you get used to being in front of the camera. I mean, kind of what helped me was the fact that I've been using like Skype and WhatsApp video and stuff like that for years, just because, back and forth between either Guatemala or Texas from a boat. A lot of times that's how I communicate.
Hello, Sayer. And like I said, if any of you guys have any questions and you don't want to type out, you want to give this live stuff a try, go ahead and hit the link up there and pop on in. Sometimes it saves on the fingers.
It's right over there.
Somewhere.
Yeah, you got it right last time.
I think it's over there. It's that way.
I had it all planned out that I was going to show you how more about that titling and how the algorithm reads your title and how it reads your description and the order it does it in. But for some reason, I click over on my other screen and it just says error. Try again.
Hello, gentlemen.
I only had a
Howdy.
brain, huh? How's it going, man?
Not bad. You?
Not too bad.
Good.
What's going on there?
Oh, just thought I'd stop in and say hi. Then I've been peeking on your streams for the last couple streams that you had, and no, just thought I'd swing in and say hello and meet everyone.
Great seeing you.
Hello, Turner. Where are you at?
I'm in Victoria, British Columbia, Canada.
Oh, you're up there with Buck and Billy Ray.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
What is it you're working on there?
Oh, I've got a Duramax in the behind me that, well, I was supposed to be doing a transmission on today, but that's not going to happen because the replacement was a turd. And
Oh no!
Well, the customer can't afford to rebuild it, so.
Oh.
So we opted to get a used one, but unfortunately, the guy that sent us it was full of beans. Opened her up and it's just full of crud and debris. So.
Oh my.
But now I've got an educational prop. He gave us the money back and just said keep the transmission. So eventually I'll have something that I can tear apart and use for educational purposes.
Hey, there's a whole bunch of videos right there.
Yeah,
A lot of education too. Hello, Travis.
What's going on, guys?
Good to see you, man.
Oh yeah.
So
Just chilling out.
So anything exciting going in your guys' world?
We've been flooding.
Flooding.
Everything
the
Milton.
Weather finally broke, and oh my goodness, we got rivers out there.
Jesus. So you
Chilly
can
and
almost
raining
get
here.
to the front porch.
I've been just working.
They've been keeping you hopping, right, Travis?
Yep, it's day 10. Today was day 10. So
Well, the last stretch I worked was 28 days in a row, and now I'm starting another 30. I think 20 or 30. I don't know.
yeah, we're on until right around June 1st.
Oh wow.
May 28th.
Yeah, they just swapped boats on me this last week, so I'm going, instead of working 21 and 21, I'll be working 28 and 28. And we're going back up the East Coast again with the boat, so I'll be up in Connecticut most of the year doing windmill farms.
Oh, sounds like fun.
Oh yeah.
That's all job security and money in the pocket.
Yes,
There
it
you
is.
go.
But man,
You gotta
And
have
you're
something
young,
to
so
spend
you can
it.
bank it all. You can bank it all and try to live a good life when you get old.
Yep.
Yeah, like us.
So what's the temperature like over there in BC?
Actually, it's pretty nice out today. It got up to 10 today. So
Ooh.
uh,
Is that, wait a minute, that's
sunshine.
Celsius, isn't
My
it?
solar panels are loving it. So
Is
but we
that
still-
Fahrenheit or Celsius?
that's Celsius.
Okay, so you got up to about 50 degrees.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nice warm day. Able to get stuff. It's not too hot, not too cold, just right. So, and the solar panels are loving it because like I'm all off grid up here. I don't pay no hydro bill.
You're trying to put me out of a job.
No, it's kind of funny. We live in the middle of the forest, yet we're 10 minutes away from the city.
A lot of places are like that.
Does that work pretty good for like your air compressors and stuff? You can generate enough for all that?
Oh yeah, I actually run enough to run my 220 welder off of it.
Oh, sweet.
But I've got quite the setup. Like I make my own solar trackers and all that stuff. So I got a couple solar trackers that follow the sun, and I've got about 6,500 watts of solar, and I've got probably about 84 deep cycle batteries. So
yeah.
No, the only expensive part are the solar controllers. When you go in those amperages, you need the big controllers.
Yeah.
No, it can't go down. That can't go down to Home Depot. Go, yeah, that little guy will do.
You're probably running what, like 350 through all that stuff?
What was that?
You're running like 350 MCM through all that?
No,
But not quite that big.
not quite that big. No.
Well, yeah, if you want to tell everybody here about your channel and everything.
Right now my channel is just it's a creation in progress because I just really started streaming only for like last month or so. Prior to this, I was trying to be young and get into the gaming stream stuff because being a 58-year-old person that plays computer games, I thought it would be rather niche. Watch the senile old guy screw up.
What's the name of your channel?
It's Sayer Mobile Diesel.
Oh, okay.
But that's the thing is I'm slowly working on contact. I kind of want to do like some serious stuff, but also have add some good humor to it and stuff like that. So
Spot on, man.
That's a good way to look at it.
But not only that, it's also a way of me venting my frustration with people doing strange things on YouTube that make no sense to me. So I show them the stuff that will make no sense to them.
You got endless content coming.
Yeah.
That's just 20 minutes on a short feed. Yep, you got days of content then.
Oh Lord, yes.
Yeah. No, it's like people watching me I've got a couple in-frame rebuilds coming up. And I'm going to show people how I use a belt sander with 800 grit sandpaper to redeck the deck on the engine. I've got a very large belt sander, very large belt sander, and the adjustable RPM is perfect. So.
Excuse me.
Hold on a sec.
Man, I put his link up there, BareRose.
Oh, sweet.
No, but pretty much right now it's just me monkeying around being a dork. So,
well, if you only had a brain.
Yeah, if I only had a brain. For amusement, I ordered a gorilla suit from a costume shop down stateside. I'm gonna make a couple videos of me doing stuff dressed as an absolute gorilla. And I'm gonna call them the Ape on Wrench series.
I look forward to that, man.
Yeah, that sounds cool.
Well, see, that's the thing is like I got to thinking, well, try to make it entertaining because we're running out of young people getting into the trades. Now, if we can show them that being in the trades can have its benefits and also be fun.
Exactly.
But but also show them that you can still have a good time with the people in the shop safely. So, no.
Carl Sagan is a smart man. He developed all that stuff and all those theories. But I'd rather watch Bill Nye the Science Guy.
He's quite more entertaining, isn't
Yeah. No, it's actually kind of funny. A lot of people, when my hair's having its day. Do you remember Professor Miller Joy from the 80s? From the 80s, he was the old gray hair guy with crazy hair that used to do science stuff on TV, and he had a rather interesting way of explaining stuff. Like Bill Nye and all them are based off of him and his weird ways. No, that's it. A lot of people think I look like him.
Subscribe, damn it!
That seems to be like one of the running gags in all the other channels and that I visit and other people that I visit. That seems to be my hair's the running gag. So because almost every stream it's looking like someone else.
And it's a good way to do it. I mean, if you can throw a little entertainment, little personality into it, it sticks. It sticks better than, the hardcore whiteboard only stuff,
Yeah.
My whiteboard stuff didn't go anywhere. Nobody watches that. I don't even watch that anymore.
I think I got one, and I hope people quit commenting on it so I don't have to go back and rewatch it.
Wow, Sarah went up to 146 subscribers.
Holy cannoli! Jeez. Well, lots of things. I did make a comment on YouTube that if I get to 150, I'm going to show people how you can use a gas powered jackhammer as an air chisel. Yeah.
Gas powered.
Now that sounds cool.
I've got an old Ford van that's got some rusted on parts that don't want to come off.
Oh.
I've got a gas jackhammer that just wants to do something.
And you got a free transmission coming in the works too. Yeah.
Nope. Never know. Maybe I can find an old Dodge truck and show people how much I love Dodges. Meanwhile, Travis is looking at me with the Mopar garage name going, don't check my Dodges.
Oh, I was going to say, you'd still have transmission problems if that was a Dodge.
Yeah. He was trying to dodge that comment.
Yeah.
No.
Just Lord of mercy, don't ever paint a Mercury engine green. Woo, boy.
No, the only thing that baffles me with Ford is the Mopar no part. We're gonna make this gas tank for this car, and it's only gonna fit this car. But we're gonna discontinue it next year and make a new gas tank and redesign the body that the gas tank's fitting in. But you'll never be able to use that gas tank again if you get a hole in it.
Right.
Or in 30 years when it's got all the varnish in it. Yep. Some idiot from Idaho will be sticking baking soda and water and hooking it to a battery charger.
That worked pretty good, didn't it, BareRose?
Yeah, it did. Actually, though, that whole series, I thought that was going to be a golden one, but it really didn't do so hot on the views. But I don't know. It's one I'm actually kind of proud of.
No.
Well, like we've always said, the ones you're like, this is going to work and it's going to be the greatest one ever.
Yep.
Flatlines. And then when you just throw out there, it's like 1 million views. Like, what?
Yes.
I didn't even try on that one.
No.
It still happens. I put one out. I think it ain't gonna do anything. 3,000 views, 5,000 views.
Ain't that the truth, Thumper? I get asked all the time, how many bolt patterns did Ford have on their bell housing? I said, it's easy. Yeah. All of them. They had every damn one of them.
Except for
like
SAE.
their damn firing orders, too.
No.
Yep.
No.
They had all of them.
See, for Ford, it would have been really easy had they just went with an SAE belt standard, because then we could have put the four high, four low crash box from a forklift into it, go 4 gears forward, 4 gears backwards. It would have been better. No.
I saw an old Buick for sale today on my way home from work. It was that seafoam green color,
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
and I was too tired to stop and look at it. I have to stop by tomorrow or something on my way home.
What year's being old?
Early
60s,
50s.
70s? Oh,
Early
hey. Hey, now you're
50s.
talking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was sitting up because the guy's always got cars for sale up there. His house is kind of up on a hill off the road. And he's always got like late models up there, but today he had that Mercury parked out there. I was like, man, I should have stopped. I'm too tired. I'm gonna go home.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is you better hope that it's still there tomorrow. It's always the one that you're like, oh, I'm too tired, that gets away from you.
Well,
But no.
it'd get away from me anyway because I ain't got no money saved up right now anyway. If you wanted $50 for it, I'd be scraping pennies.
Let's see. Sidewinder?
Yes, sir. How you
I
doing?
knew that was you.
Yeah, I did this totally by accident. I'm using my nephew's computer. All I usually have is just my phone. Yes.
Sweet. Well, welcome aboard, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, this is Sidewinder Shed.
Nice to meet you, Sidewinder.
No, good
Nice,
to
Sidewinder.
see you. My God, this is weird. You have to pardon me. I'm
No
trying
problem.
to figure out how to use this thing.
You're gonna do it, man. I can
Me
tell.
too.
Just keep clicking buttons until something works. That's the way I run the machines.
That's one thing that I like about YouTube. I would not have known how to do any of this if it wasn't for YouTube and my daughter telling me which ones to watch.
Yep.
I owe a lot of my social media knowledge to my daughter. Because like after about, I think it was 98, I just disappeared out of the computer world and everything just changed on me. I woke up one day and it was the future. Like I remember building my own my own hardware, like soldering the chips onto the stuff, and
Yeah.
and using tape cassettes for your hard drive.
I remember those.
But-
The old
Hey
Commodore
guys, I'm
64s.
gonna have to get off of this because I got way big echoes going on here.
Oh, it sounds like you got a browser open.
Yeah, something's going on,
unmuted.
guys.
If
I'm not so good with this.
mute,
I'll figure it out
YouTube.
later. But hey, like I said, I did this by accident. I appreciate y'all letting me on. We'll try
No
it again
problem.
next week.
You're welcome
Nice,
anytime,
Simon.
man.
But anyways, I should get running. It was really nice jumping in with you guys, and I actually
Welcome anytime.
get to say love your stuff, love your content in person. That's
Thank
what I
you.
like. Your videos are nice, really good. Well done in that. And I'm slowly working my way through them all. Eventually, I will see them all. But
just watch the good ones, right?
Yeah, just fast forward to the bad
watch
one.
the good ones. I won't have anything. I won't be able to make any good comments. Yeah. All right. Well, it's a pleasure meeting you guys, and thanks for letting me pop in.
Hey,
No
you too,
problem.
Turner. Good to meet you.
And
Take
I'll
it
see you
easy.
guys on your next stream, definitely for sure.
Sure, no problem. You're always welcome.
Next week.
Hot dang, that's cool.
Yes.
Let's see. I'm trying to remember who my first live was. It was either Doc or it was Dust Devil. It was one of them two because I think it was about the same time.
I think that there were one of. I think Doc was my first one.
I think it was Doc. And then
You
the
know,
very next day, I think it was Dust Devil.
I'm gonna try and jump into Dr. Art's spot on Mondays,
Oh,
at least for
cool.
a little while.
Yep. Because I think Rob is taking Jason's spot for a while.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
Jason's
yeah, he
been
was on
busy.
last week, or just he was on this past week, which I didn't get to see it. You have to listen to a little bit of it on the way home.
My wife pushed me to take that spot, but I've already established on Saturday.
Yeah, and Saturday is the only day that really works for me because I work second shift.
Yeah.
So I'm done during the week. I would love to jump on a bunch of lives or get a live going on during the week, but that don't work for me. And then when I get home, my girlfriend works daylight, so her day shift, so I can't be carrying on in here when I get home at 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the man with the orange paper.
Hey, it's murder day. It's murder day.
Hey, so yesterday, we had the St. Patrick's Day. You like that? You see that? The glittering green had the custom number.
So what's going on, John?
Well, I'm just looking over here at the chat. I see Thumper. I see Colleen Tebow, Tony.
We had some new guys on tonight.
Lynn Running Deer says Vizards sent before it was done. Bondo, Billy, Stephen Holtz.
Oh, Lord.
There's the man.
There's Dust Devil.
What's up?
Fancy cameras.
Hey, Dust Devil, I think yours was the first live I was on.
I think so too, because I remember you contacted me on Facebook.
Is that where it was?
Yeah, you contacted me, or at least through my Dust Devil page on Facebook, back when you first started. And
Yep.
then I said, well, come on alive, we'll get you some subs. And
I remember that. I'm pretty sure it was Dust Devils.
Boy, I sure remember when that day that John announced the first No Name Nationals, and me and you and Rabid Transit Garage in the comments going back and forth. Man, that was great, man. That was the spark right there.
yeah, well, that was the thing we knew about. Well, we didn't know a date, but we knew about the whole thing like a year ahead of time, wasn't it, John?
Brian was one
You
of
were
the
talking
first.
to us in lives.
I had a handful of people that I told about it at the end of 2021 and gave a heads up. And Brian was one of about 10 people because I kind of wanted to have a focus group for the idea.
They just lucked out that it was in Sikeston, close to me.
But it's the perfect spot. It's like right in the middle of the country. So it's not
That's
a
what I
West
think.
Coast thing. It's not an East Coast thing. It's for everybody.
$42.
There she is.
The answer to the question of the universe.
I tried to get that from you for last year.
That's the book. I've got notes and pictures and all kinds of things in here.
That's how many subs I had after the live, after John's first announcement live.
Now that's last year's book. This is this year's. So it's still forming. Of course, it's got a lot of registrations in there, but it's
But you're
still
going to run out
forming.
of room for books in a few years because I see this thing going
And then-
forever.
And then I put on the back the day I make the book.
So what do we got registered now, John?
A bunch.
A
A
bunch?
bunch registered. We've got 23 in the No Name 500 currently. We've had 4 graduate. I had another channel register today. Yeah, registration numbers are healthy.
How
So is
many
it gonna
was in the
be
fir-
at
how
least-
many No Name 500 was in the first year?
Oh, the first year we had 65 in the first No Name 500. But you got to
Yeah, we had a
understand.
bunch of them come in at the end, though, right?
But,
Or
but
toward
see,
the
a lot of them have made it and have re-registered as established channels this year. For example, Dust Devil Garage is not in the No Name 500 again.
Uh-uh.
Travis is not in the No Name 500. Buck is not, and BareRose is not. 4 of the 5 people on this screen were in the No Name 500 last year that are not in it this year because you made it out of the No Name 500. So I didn't figure the No Name 500 would be quite as big because there was a backlog. That said, we've had 27 register so far for the No Name 500.
Yeah, and they usually once the weather starts getting better and people start going to the track and doing stuff, the hype for I noticed that happened last year. The hype for this thing just kept going and going and going. But right around spring is when the hype really started ramping up. And I know you got a lot of
Thumper and Stephen Holtz were No Name 500 last year and aren't No Name 500 this year because both plan to come back. But it changes the balance of your registration numbers. Numbers are healthy, though. Turbo Tom 416 is No Name 500 this year. Yeah, Fire Pinto just registered about an hour ago.
I do.
Yeah.
Yep.
I worry about it 5 years or so. We're gonna outgrow Jeffers.
I'm only concerned about the quality of it. I'm not worried about it being big. I have no interest in trying to work any angles for celebrities or anything like that. I do not want problem people there at the expense of having just more entries and whatever. I don't care.
That's the problem.
I just want good people there.
Yeah.
I mean,
a registration is not a license to just use it as a place to come drink and party and, oh, hey, there's cars there. Because there's other events that's what it turns into. There are people that turn football games into that, for example. I don't want that there. And having to have 500 subs to participate really helps with that a lot. I sincerely believe that was a big reason we didn't have any problems last year.
Well,
not only that, you're surrounded by YouTubers. I mean, everything you do is going to be on camera. Somebody's going to have a camera somewhere.
Right there.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I think that we had really, really good behavior last year. And I think that by people having to invest enough in the community to be a content creator helped with that a lot. Because everybody knew who everybody was when they got there. It created a certain amount of accountability. It was good.
I still think there's a lot of automotive channels out there, smaller automotive channels that hadn't even heard of it yet that are going to hear about it.
Well, and this year there's a bunch more, and we may have another good, robust No Name 500 next year. I hope so. We'll see.
Well, and the thing is, if it was the same size as last year, every year it'd be perfect.
Oh yeah,
be fine.
Yeah,
it'd be fine. All I care about with the size of the event is just getting the bills paid. That's really all that matters as far as the size of the event. That's it. We want to have good people there who want to come and have a good time and be good neighbors and not cause any problems and enjoy it. And that's what we want. And it can get bigger with those kind of people.
Okay,
I would have no interest I'd have no interest in say something like paying a celebrity to be there to get the gate up.
Oh no.
I just wouldn't do that. Why? That's you guys are the show.
You'd end up with something like somebody there that's going to charge for autographs and stuff like that, or even that kind of vibe, and it loses it. Then.
Well, I would pay people to take my autograph.
I'd pay you double if you could read it.
But yeah, I'm gonna get off here and wind my night down, so I'll catch you guys later.
And Don English and First Responder Garage and Stephen Holtz and Dust Devil, those are the headliners.
And that's the whole thing.
I think that there's. I do also think that there's. But then again, you never know how people are in real life. But I think there's some bigger YouTubers out there that would like to go if they knew about it.
Yeah. Well, sure, anybody's welcome.
Yeah.
One thing that may keep some of the bigger channels away is because they're going to be equals.
Yeah.
You know, they don't get to be above it because you know what? When you were in the
Yeah,
pits,
they
No Name
won't get special
nationals.
treatment.
Well, you were in the pits, the No Name Nationals. You didn't know who had how many subs. Everybody was equal, right?
Total
So
level
if
playing
that's
field.
part of the angle, that's not going to help.
And I like the fact that you register your channel, not your car.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Of course.
So you show up and Andy of Unity Motorsports
Right.
is running down the track in his daily driver Explorer.
Right. Nothing wrong with that.
Well, yeah, because we're always working on these things.
Uh-huh.
You know, anything can happen. It's real life stuff. It ain't TV.
The way I look at it is, if you get the people there, the hardware will follow.
Yep.
That's to
I don't
me
think-
is the whole key.
I don't think any of us have that. Like when they build a car and get it running and driving, they just put it away and then start working on the next one. You know, that's what they do on TV. They finish a car and then they store it away in some warehouse or something.
Well, it's
Or
not
you
TV.
watch it a year later on a new episode and you see that one that they finished in the background and it's not
Yeah.
finished.
Yeah.
So you know the
Yeah, that
time
too.
isn't quite right.
L&A Auto Works asking, can we take in 2 cars? Of course. You pay the registration fee is per car, and each registration fee per car includes 1 human handler, age 13 and older. Okay, so if you have 2 cars, it comes with passes for you and another human handler.
Yeah, Steven, man, he was a warrior all the way there.
Yeah,
He fought that car getting there, and he still made it
Steven-
down the track.
Stephen made the show. Drives up from Texas, changes gears and wheel studs, races, changes gears back, and drives back home. That's what I'm talking about.
Yes.
Team
And-
Ford
and
had
had
a
some-
rough go, and he made it. I didn't. My car didn't make it. I did, but my car didn't.
402 the world.
Robert is telling you to put a battery in that clock, BareRose. So my mom watches these live. She sent me a message when BareRose was on the Content Creator Workshop and said, hey, tell BareRose to change his clock.
You know, I was just talking to BareRose in the chat, and we were talking about the time difference. I was like, "Oh, he's got a clock behind him." Oh, that ain't gonna work. I don't think it's quarter to noon.
Brian has the clock.
Yeah,
There are now 2, but Brian has the first one.
And that's a cool thing you're doing with that too, giving it to that random person like that every year. That is
I think
cool.
I think I'm gonna bring the clock with me somewhere and hang it up in the pits this year. That's something I wish I'd have done last year.
Way cool.
Now we'll see. The clock is kind of a catch-22 with the clock and the content. I mean, it's kind of opposing things there.
Hopefully the clock isn't a curse.
Huh? That's what
You
you
send
make of
somebody
it.
the clock and they end up not bringing their car.
Hey, we got another one here.
Hey, everybody.
Hey,
Howdy.
6%.
What's happening, guys?
6%.
What's going on?
I figured I'd jump in here. I've been editing all day and working on a project for our group chat thing that we do with new guys and everybody, and another secret project. So,
Oh, sweet.
Who's the dog?
There's going to be a dog. That's just, there's no way around it.
Who's the dog?
This one's Fiona.
Fiona?
Yep.
Hi, Fiona.
Yeah, mine's running around here somewhere. Where'd he go?
Oh, the minute I turn on camera, they're on me. It's just happens.
They
Hey,
know.
LNA. Yeah.
I'm having an issue here.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, It's good to actually meet you, BareRose. We've talked a bunch. Buck, same
Yeah.
thing. Haven't met Dust Devil yet. You've got a live tonight, right, Dust Devil?
Yeah, he'll be going on right after mine here. I'm pretty sure I got him redirected, but I'll do it just like every other week. I'll copy the link into the chat as we shut down. Make sure everybody can get a chance to go over to his after this one closes up.
Six % recycled is getting close to 500. I think we'll be
How
able to
close
do
is
an
it?
ambush 500 live soon.
Yeah.
Somewhere in the 470s.
Yeah,
I'm trying to check here.
He was 476 earlier tonight, but
that's what
and
I
I
saw.
thought-
It keeps bouncing around. It's gone up and down a couple times today.
because I was just saying I probably won't even get to review his channel.
Well, that's a good problem to have.
You'll have it before next weekend.
Hope so.
Yeah.
And a weird thing that'll happen is after you break your 500, it'll take a little while, but all of a sudden you'll see spikes and your subs coming back. Pay attention to the names because you'll notice it's YouTube giving them back to you.
I hope so, because that would give me like another 100. No, as a fluke today, this week, I went to a bunch of doctor's appointments, got the cast off my foot, came home, and I had like 8 new subscribers, and they actually stuck around, which is rare. But I'm happy. I'll take it.
You'll get 500. Last night, Just Mopar Joe was about 10 away from 10,000. I've been watching it, so I wanted to have him on the live Friday night. And Joe doesn't have a lot of rain to get on lives and stuff. So anyway, I put out a call. I said, "Hey, let's get Joe to 10,000, and I'll let him know. See if we can get him on here." But he hit 10,000 on the live last night, so
that's cool.
I
wanted
say
to say, I'm sorry. I've
no
got
later than
$10.
Thursday.
I hope so. I've got $10 in one of my stickers for whoever beats Just Mopar Joe to add to the pot for the bounty. So.
Woo! That bounty is
You're putting $10 on the JMJ bounty.
That's the best. I got all my money's going into that damn car. That's the best I can do. So
You realize that pretty soon we're $80 away from the bracket paying more for someone to beat him than it'll pay for him to win. He's going to get his brother Drew to enter the bracket and forfeit it because they'll win more money.
That works.
Oh, that's funny.
Hey, don't count out the dark horse of the U-Haul. The U-Haul brothers. Don't count them out. You never know.
Oh no.
Well, he's going to end up with basically a new car this year. If anybody was going to beat him, this would be the year to beat him.
But Joe is such a great guy. Oh, he'll give it all he's got, no matter what.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching Joe since before the No Name Nationals.
Oh yeah.
I've seen him build an engine. I mean, a long time ago.
Yeah, I'd heard about it last year. I heard about the No Name Nationals last year on Lunar Outlaws Garage, and I just started my channel, but I was nowhere near being ready to do this. And then this year came up and was talking to New Guys Garage, and they were like, "We're going." I'm like, "Why don't I try it?" So
It's a good experience all the way around.
Yeah.
The whole build-up before the event and then after the event. I mean, it might only last a couple of days a year, but it kind of lasts all year.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hadn't been an off season for me, I can tell you that. I'm going to try to go to Jeffers here in the next couple of weeks. I got some stuff I got to do out there. Some stuff I'm working on.
What was it? It was like the day after people were doing videos speculating on when it was going to be next year. People were still talking about it after, and then, man, it's crazy.
No, made my reservations for the hotel, so I'll be there Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah,
Which
I'm hoping
hotel?
Turbo Tom, obviously, bring whatever he wants, but they have a 1916 Model T. I would love to see him bring. I'm telling you what I want to see. I want to see a 1916 Model T racing a U-Haul down the track in Sikeston. I know that's never been done. I want to see that.
That would be
That'd be a
entertaining.
heck of a bracket car.
Yeah, wouldn't that be awesome? Wouldn't it be awesome to see a Model T Ford racing a U-Haul? Think about how many firsts that is. Think about how many firsts. Have there ever been two cars 100 years apart in age race each other? Has that ever happened before? That's pretty
Probably
freaking
not.
cool.
Probably not on a racetrack, at least. I'm staying at the Best Western.
Yeah,
the
it's a
best.
good place to stay.
Where did we stay last? Where were we supposed to stay last year?
Huh?
What hotel were we supposed to stay in last year?
I don't remember.
I can't remember the name of it, but I was going to steer people away from it. It wasn't that great.
I heard
Well,
a
we
couple
ended
people
up-
saying decent about Best Western, so I figured I'd stay there. The rates were decent, so.
Yeah.
If you book way early, yeah, they're very reasonable.
Yeah, I
Best
stayed at the
Western,
Coleman.
Pear Tree, Drury are all good.
Unless
think
you
I
end up
stayed at
doing,
Quality.
like we did last year, and we was out there Thursday, and they closed the gates on us at 11. But we didn't want to leave anyway. I spent like $300 on to take a shower before going to Lambert's, and then I didn't go back to the hotel the whole weekend. I had more fun
Yeah.
camping out than anything.
I like this. So Mohawk is saying, what I liked about it was no one snubbing anyone for what they brought. Anything you brought, nobody. But the people who weren't there, who like to say, "Oh, it was only a Mopar event," that was all people who weren't there. People who were there are saying, "What I liked about it is there was." See, it's interesting how the people who were there recall everything differently than the people who weren't.
Well, yeah, the people who weren't there, they don't have any business saying a damn thing because they weren't there. They
I
don't know.
know that, but the internet is an interesting place.
Yeah.
And even if you were there without your car, no, everybody was
sure.
on an equal playing field.
There was a line of people to meet BareRose. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
And Brian and Jeff.
Oh yeah, I gave out more stickers, and
Yeah.
I ran out of stickers.
Right.
The hardest thing to do was to walk from one end of the pits to the other, because every
Without
10
somebody
feet you'd get
stopping
stopped.
I'm
But it
looking
was
forward to it. I
great.
think it's gonna be fun.
We're going to have a blast.
And then, like you were saying with Dallas, people come up to you and they, "Oh, hey, how's it going?" and everything, and you're going, "Oh, you're
Right.
Yeah, that happened to me a lot.
Well, there's a lot of them we recognize from their usernames, but we don't know what they look like, right? I mean, like, Robert Clymer there in the comments. I recognize that username. I don't know that I know what he looks like, though. And the rest of the people on the screen, I have seen in person. Or on screen. I have seen what Auto Salvage Outlaws looks like. But I haven't seen him in person, though.
Well, and
And
that
then
was another weird thing is up until that event, a lot of these people I only interacted with like this, with there being a screen in between us. And then whenever it got, where it was just us standing in front of each other talking, it's kind of weird. It's like, hey, we're talking and there ain't, 30 or 40 people listening over our shoulder.
So see, Big Block 402 and Mohawk are saying something interesting. They felt like they saw so much and missed a lot too, and that's because there's so much to do when you get there. That's why we don't want to add a bunch of stuff. People are saying, add a class for this, add a class for that, this class, that class, this class, that. I'm telling you, there's already a pile to do, and the time flies by. If you really did add all of that to it, I think it would just be way too much.
Yeah.
And UP is not a bot. I message UP regularly.
Well, and the thing is, okay, if somebody's got a class that they want their car to enter, if there's no class, just find somebody else out there on YouTube,
Yeah.
talk it out with them, and race them there. And there, that grudge race is your class.
Yeah.
And if you get more than one person that want to do it, you know, we can come up with our own stuff too.
Look how many people didn't even get all of the call outs they wanted in. Because by the time you run bracket, the time you run 28, 10, 5, the time you run test and 2, the time you run your call, when are you going to do that? I mean, there were people that made over 20 passes down the track, and we're going to add more classes to that. I think we stick with what we got. We fine tune everything, and it'll turn out great.
Yeah, there really wasn't any class. It was just an organic thing that just happened, and it worked beautiful.
And Duddy, I still think that's funny as hell. Because Duddy took, you know, you take your average bracket racer, the amount of passes that they make in a year, Duddy did all that in one day.
Oh, yeah.
He just kept going, and I thought it was great.
And 318 will run.
All the classes are going to be more competitive this year, though. 28, 10, 5, it's going to take something that runs well in the 5s, I would guess, to be competitive. The bracket's going to be wilder than ever, especially with all that bounty money on Joe. The burnout contest will probably be twice as big and twice as wild. I mean, last year we called the Minor Fire Department before we did it because we figured you make that much smoke right beside the interstate, people, we call it. The monkey bikes, more people in the monkey bikes than ever. We're getting the bigger side of the restaurant for the cruise in this year. Everything we're doing seems like it's scaling up and being bigger and better.
Hell, from what I've heard, you got outlaw monkey bike call outs now. People building monkey bikes. Woo!
Yeah. That's a whole other story.
I wouldn't want to go too fast on one of them things.
But last year we did have a motorbike too. One guy brought a motorbike.
Oh yeah, 113 Cycles brought a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Didn't see that.
I think he was the only one, right? Besides the monkey bike.
Well, there were a bunch of monkey bikes. There was 113 Cycles brought his motorcycle. The Junkyard Jet guys brought a little mini bike they had that was not a class monkey bike. So it's interesting.
I figure half my time's just going to be meeting all the people I sort of already know and actually face to face and talking to everybody for real.
That's actually a good strategy. You'd be surprised if people try to cram too much structure into it. They're going to say, "Wow, I was there all weekend and I didn't even get to meet such and such and such and such." And if you just plan to just have a few things that are really important to you, and then just leave the rest open, and you'll be surprised. You won't be bored for a minute.
Nope.
There'll be plenty to do.
Make sure you go around and meet everybody at Lambert's. That'll help you get to meet everybody that night before.
I did not have 1 second at that event. 1 second the whole week I was there that I sat around wondering what to do. I can tell you that. I see it's a week for me. I'm there for an entire week.
My great grandma used to say that you can't really count them as a friend unless you've had supper with them. And you know what? Had supper with all you guys.
Now we're doing that again. That's going to be a blast. I know Dr. Art's wanting to do throat roll call outs, so if we can make that happen, I really want to enter my dog. I think he would be awesome in that.
Yeah, I've heard I need to watch out for flying food that night, so.
Yeah, and that was the cool thing. There's limited seating in there, but it doesn't matter. I sat right there with Stephen Holtz and his whole family and everything, and it was just really cool. Brian, he was right next to me there.
when we walked in to Lambert's, they wouldn't take reservations. Dallas and I tried to get a reservation for 200 last year. They said they wouldn't take it. I'm like, okay. Well, I remember walking in there, and they said, how many in your party? And I just pointed behind me. The party went all the way out the doors and into the parking lot, wrapped around the building. I said, this is one party. So I said, just take however many of us you can at a time to a table. And that's what they did. So I just randomly wound up eating dinner with Jay and Jason from Rapid Transit Garage. And the table behind me, I can't remember who all got put together there, but it worked out great.
Yeah, I had dinner with Sam, White Trash Motorsports, and his son. And then right alongside us was Perpetual Projects and Chad and all those guys.
Well, I think a lot of people went back there on the second night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Yeah, I
went
didn't
back there on
Stephen Hotes ate with BareRose.
Friday night.
Yeah, Big Block 402 ate with all three of the Jeffs. The two hacks, 3 generations. Jason, you're exactly right. You drove 7 hours to have dinner with your brother. I'd have to drive 7 hours to go see my aunt in Georgia till she moved back here.
NSB.
Howdy.
Good to see you tonight.
How you doing? That's, like New Guys Garage and Guitar are about a 9-hour drive from me, from where I am in Michigan to them in Minnesota. Basically, it's just as easy for us to meet in Sikeston for the first time. Yeah. It's the same amount of time for me. It's about a 10-hour drive. So
Yeah.
Mohawk,
Like
you want to make Thursday if you can. It's a fun day.
Yeah.
If you can get in on Thursday, I've got a new thing planned for Thursday I'm working on. Can't say anything about it yet, but it's going to be cool. The Lamberts will be cool, the cruise and all that. But the big thing too is it allows you to get your car teched in on Thursday and have that monkey off your back for Friday.
Yeah, I'm dreading that long drive to Sikeston.
I'm hoping to do another group photo on the track as early as I can on Friday. I really wanted to do it Thursday afternoon, but Dallas is like, no, not everybody will be there. I'm like, we're never going to have a time that everybody's going to be there. Never.
Yeah.
But anyway, I want to do it first thing in the morning on Friday. On that track, off that track, clean it up, get the track off. But that's the hope.
Robert, I'm about 20 minutes north of Detroit in Michigan.
20 minutes north of Detroit?
Yep.
There's any America 20 minutes north of Detroit?
Yes. I can see, if I walk to the end of my street, I can see Canada. They're only about 3 miles away by water. So
wow.
And then Thumper, I keep calling him Thumber because he's in the thumb. He's about a 6-7 hour drive north of me. Technically, I'm a troll since I'm under the bridge and he's over the bridge. Anybody who lives under the bridge in the lower part of Michigan
He is 8 hours north of Detroit. My gosh, that's like the end of the universe.
Pretty much.
Wow.
I'm like 2 hours, 2.5 hours away from Sikeston.
I've never been anywhere close that far north in my entire life.
I think I've got the shortest drive.
Yeah, he's about as high as you can go in the country. So,
if I wanted to, I could come back and sleep at my house.
Yeah.
Like on Thursday and then drive back out there. But
wow. Never leaving Michigan.
Oh, so Robertson Dearborn, yeah. No, I cannot TIG weld, but I have a friend that can. My email is 6%recycle@gmail. It's in my about thing, so feel free to email me and I'll see what I can do.
Isn't that Siberia?
Technically, it's more Minnesota than it is Michigan if you look at a map, but it's considered the Upper Peninsula of Michigan.
Big Block 402 says he's 119 miles from Jefferson. It's like a home game for him there.
How far is it with me in miles?
Yeah, poor old Tony. He comes from Arizona.
Yeah.
And then we got my next project, who's even farther up from there.
Oh yeah, he's up in central Canada.
Is it Central?
Yeah,
And then Heaven's Mopar is all the way out there in
he's
Washington.
Spokane,
Spokane.
Washington.
Spokane.
Yeah, Robert, shoot me an email and I'll see what I can do to get my friend to see if he can help you.
Heavens is about 9 hours from me, but I got to
It's-
go through Montana to get to him.
It's 775 miles from Thumper's front door. 875 miles for Don English in Pennsylvania. And Tony, it's 1486 from Phoenix.
The way
Wow.
I go is 154 miles.
600
Yeah, it's in
for me.
Well,
It's about
just add up all the
650
miles
miles.
every day it took.
Yeah, it's somewhere around 650 miles for me.
896 for NSB and 827 for Stephen Holtz.
Someone on a live stream yesterday was asking, do we have a map of where everybody's coming from or anything like that, John?
Yeah, I could do something like that. I think I might do something like
That would
that.
be interesting.
We have a majority of the states represented.
I kind of figured.
Well, we had 5 channels get together at JB's house or near JB's house and
Yeah.
cruise in. NSB was one of them. Dr. Art, me, JB, Clint Street Rods.
Thumper says 154 miles. That's an hour drive. No big thing.
It's about 2.5 hours. That's nothing.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, it was 1,602 miles from my house to the track via Google Maps.
Yeah.
You know how you know all these people are serious? Because when they put mileages down, they're not guesstimates. They're 459, 435, 481,
Yeah.
150. They know exactly. They've all mapped it. They're for real.
In Michigan, we don't range things in miles or range it in time because everything I can drive 30 minutes and be 10 miles, and I can drive 30 minutes and be 50 miles. It's the state's strange, so everything's rated, and it only takes me an hour to get there. Well, it could still be 150 miles. So
651 for Colleen,
And
aka
we got a
Bojangles' mom.
a person from Utah this year, right?
Oh, all right. Well, I'm going to
Well,
jump
yeah.
off there. I'm going to get my live ready to go.
Okay.
Speaking
And I'll
of
redirect
Utah,
See
everything
y'all
over to
later.
you there, Brian.
See you, Brian.
see you, Dust Devil. Speaking of Utah, T's Good Time Garage is in Utah, and I
That's
reached
it.
out to him and I said, "Man, you fit right in. You got the same kind of stuff. You like to have a good time." He's in Utah, so we'll see.
If he lives close to that Maverick in his banner, he's about 3 hours from me.
Just don't walk into the trees unless you know what you're doing.
well, Tony wants to organize a convoy.
There we go.
Yep. Yeah, that was fun. I mean, we
That
all
was kind of
didn't.
funny. Driving out there, I come across a car, a guy on a U-Haul, and he had his car on the back. Looked like a late 60s A-body Mopar, and it had a Buff's Garage sticker in the back. I thought for sure he was going to Sikeston, but no, I didn't see him there. So, Buff, if you're out there watching, you had a fan going somewhere that direction.
Summers' comment is accurate, BareRose. You might want to throw that up there. He's not wrong.
Which one?
The very last one, or the newest one, it's Michigan puts prisoners in the UP because they come back willingly. There is nothing up there. It's incredibly beautiful, but there is nothing up there.
Mosquitoes about that big.
My dad said the mosquitoes were so big in Vietnam when somebody couldn't find someone. He said, "Yeah, I saw 2 mosquitoes carrying him that way."
Sometime I would like to get over there though and go to Traverse Bay.
Michigan?
Hmm?
In Michigan, or
Yeah.
Traverse City, or
Yeah.
Yep.
Where the Fred Bear Museum is.
Yep. There's a lot of neat area up here. You can go to a town called Ludington, which I'm on the east side. Ludington's on the west side. You can take a ferry over to Minnesota, which is about a 3-hour ride instead of about a 9-hour car drive. There's a lot of neat stuff. There's sand dunes out here. There's actually a park called Silver Lake Sand Dunes, and it's like not nowhere near as nice as California, but a lot of people have sand rails and that type of stuff that they run them all summer up there.
So all summer is just a month long.
It's approximately 4 weeks in June.
Yeah.
Robert, Sikeston is north of Memphis, Tennessee. It's actually not even quite as far west as Memphis, Tennessee.
The Yoopers.
Silver Lake Dunes.
Yep, there's an immense amount of beautiful stuff up here, and there's more boats here than anywhere else. You wouldn't think it, but people love to boat here. I'm actually in a boat town.
Well, you have more coastline than any other state, right?
I think it works out like that, and we've got so many. You can actually take. I've got a family friend that had a very large trimaran, a triple sailboat, and they sailed it from their house here down to Naples, Florida, because you can go through the locks into New York and actually literally sail all the way there because of all the intercoastal shipping ways.
Wow.
Yep.
We actually have places like that here. Yeah.
Sometime, not right now. It's been very strange. It snowed, and then it'll snow one day. I get 5 inches of snow. The next day it'll be in the mid 40s, and it's gone. It's just been the weirdest winter.
What's a Yooper?
The people in the UP, they call them the Yoopers.
Oh, okay. And
there's
Lopers?
actually there's a band called the Yoopers. If you look on YouTube, you'll find the songs by the Yoopers, and their biggest one is called the 30 Point Buck. And it's spelled 30.
I only got 8.
Yeah, it's goofy up north, hunting cabin, lots of beer, kind of funny stuff. I actually have a couple of their albums, so stop fidgeting. Yeah, there's 2 of them now, by the way.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, it's the 30 Point Buck there.
I think I've heard that song. That
might
rings a bell.
It's the most popular song. Have you ever seen the movie Escanaba in the Moonlight?
It doesn't ring a bell.
It's probably the most well-known UP thing, and it's Jeff Bridges and a bunch of people, but there's some characters in there that are fairly accurate to real life for the UP or the Yoopers. So it's a pretty entertaining movie.
Yeah, I've heard that too. You guys got the most lighthouses,
I like
even though
lighthouse.
some of them are just a pole with a light on them.
Yeah, they do what's called a color tour here in Michigan when it goes into fall, and there's actually lighthouse tours you can follow basically the entire coastline of the state around. I think it takes about a week and a half. We also have a very large amount of apple orchards. Apple picking season towards the fall, cider and donuts. That's crazy. People go nuts for that stuff. Might as well be Disney World.
Yep, we got a big apple festival around here too.
Where are you at, Buck?
I'm in Lebanon, Pennsylvania.
Okay.
I'm east of Harrisburg.
Are you anywhere near Carlisle?
Yeah, yep.
That's one of the. I want to do the Carlisle swap meet at some point in my life. So.
I've done it the last 2 years. Been there with Buck. Been there with Buck and the Englishes and Bo Pardin.
Yeah, that's the first time I got to meet some YouTubers in person. Was Carlisle. I got to meet John and the Englishes and Sean the Fat Tire Guy and LB Bruins.
LB Bruins was there.
Boy, you guys hit that.
Unfinished Project was there.
He was there, but he wouldn't show up.
He was there.
I'll bet you Unfinished Project is a lot like Bigfoot. If you get a picture of him, it's going to be blurry.
Well, okay, I did a composite of Unfinished Project. We know he has a red hat, so I did this. If you know, you know, right?
Hey, Robert
Everybody
Clymer,
said you got to be in front of the camera. So
Beaver Springs Dragway. Yep, I haven't been there yet, but I will get there. I should go for the race reunion. The FE race.
the Bodines. I'm thinking like Jethro Bodine, or am I? I'm probably off on that one.
That's spelled a little different for Jethro Bodine.
Yeah.
Jethro Bodine.
I have to say no, Tony. Sorry.
Now, when is that, Robert?
I'm going to slide out of here, BareRose. Thank you for your hospitality.
No problem, John.
6% chat. We'll see y'all.
See you later, John. Boom. Is it 352 or 428? Only Ford guys know.
FE Racing, second best sleeper engine. Is it a 352 or a 428? Sleeper engine, 352. The jailbreaker. Yep.
But Mohawk, Rich 220's a couple hours from me. He's over in Jersey. And so is Terry Terry Grover. He's over there too.
Yep. And Terry Grover's son.
Right. Well, he's in Delaware, I think, or Maryland.
Is he?
Yeah, the slow small block Ford.
Slow small block. Yeah. The best sleeper engine is Pontiac. Is it a 267 or is it a 505?
I would have thought the 409 would have worked there too, because they had that small block that was the same head style as the 409. I can't remember what it was, a 326 or something.
It was a W head too.
Yeah, there was a 409 that had a smaller version. I can't remember the cubic inch though off the top of my head.
Oh, 348. Chevy.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you've also got the AMC. Is it a 304 or a 401? It could be anything in between. They're all the same block.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how many 390 Fords actually turned out to be 360s.
Yeah, yeah.
Because everybody said they had a 390 when they're going to sell it. So
Yep.
There's White Trash Motorsports. Hello, Sam.
Hey, Sam.
you know,
Yep, I had a 65 Tempest with a 326.
cool. It'll be nice to meet some of these people that I've interacted with in chat or live streams and actually see so many of them, because it is funny. You think you know them and you do, but you don't.
Yeah, because Jeff Two Hacks looks small on in real life. He looks tall on camera, but then when I first met Dr. Art, I was like, I had to look up at him. I thought, man, he's tall.
Russell at Outfits Garage.
Yeah.
Holy cow, he's a big guy.
Right?
You see him on camera, no, he's
How about
a
tall?
bigger
tall
guy. No, he's big. Tall guy garage.
Ken from
Yeah.
Tall Garage. Man, is he a big dude?
I was
And then
when I went to
Paul was so tall too.
I went to PRI in 2022, and I got a chance to meet Finnegan from Roadkill, and he's same height I am, and so many of the guys from TV are 5'8" and I'm 6 foot. I'm looking down at almost everybody. He was same height. Would you two calm down?
Same here, Tony. Because everybody would tell you it was a 390.
Oh yeah, and Ken's brother was super tall also.
Uh-huh.
Well, you can always stand on a stool when you're doing a video, so nobody really knows how tall you are or aren't.
For some reason, you sound taller on the radio.
God, I can hear him saying that in my head, and I'm going to have to watch that movie again now. When I get home, I'm going to slap your mama on the mouth, boy.
Oh, good old Jackie.
Thumper is just as tall as he is wide. The round mound of sound. Hey, Terry Grover's only 4'8". He looks taller on camera though.
That's how you got that fox body to move so good.
Yeah, proper weight distribution.
Yeah.
That's why my dad taught me how to drag race. I know it for sure now.
Hey, Robert, when's that FE race? What time of the year is that? What month? That'll give me an excuse to go to Beaver Springs. That's where Andrew Nelson races all the time. He likes to go to Beaver. Want me to hold your hat, Daddy? I was wondering what he was talking about that, but I can see it now. That's when the roof got tore off.
Yep. Big Enos, little Enos.
Oh, he was just kidding. He's only 5. He's 5'8". You have to be able to reach the pedals.
No, you don't have to worry about modern cars. They have those adjustable pedals now, so you can move the seat up and the pedals back. So.
Hey, every car seat comes with a 5-point harness.
Oh, tell. We have to tell Hunter that one.
Stop.
Thumper's 5'8" too. Late in April. Okay.
So he's 5'8" tall and 5'8" round.
Yeah. Well, Jason says it's September 8th, 7th, 8th, and 9th for the FE race.
I'm not sure how tall I am. I think 5'10", 5'9".
I'm 6 foot. I never grew up. I only grew out.
You're gonna have a busy September then, Buck. You got all that racing to do in September.
Yeah, and I go on vacation Labor Day. So, and then I come back from vacation. I have a week at work, and then I go for another 2 weeks for No Name
I'm going to
National.
be my. They're going to say.
By golly, I'm gonna make room for you.
Oh, thank you.
How's it going, Edwin?
Doing okay. My son gets on here and gives me the camera. Says, "Here, you're going to be on." Yeah, we had to go after food for the kids and everything, and so we're back now. And so, what you been doing?
Boy, he's rubbing it on you. There, look at there, Ford guy Edwin, huh?
Oh, he did that.
I thought you started a channel.
No wonder why he did this.
Yeah, he started you a channel whether you know it or not.
You're in now,
Yeah, but it sure won't be Ford guy.
Now, everybody in the
fun.
chat, remember to
I don't
go
know who raised
subscribe
him.
Ford guy.
Everyone subscribe to Ford Guy Edwin.
Yeah. There's no such thing as a channel Ford guy, Dad. Oh, that punk. Hey, what's life without a little fun, right?
That's
You
right.
got it.
It's just at my expense is all. Well, that's all right. Oh, I don't know who taught him all this.
I have a feeling you just looked in the mirror, you'd figure it out. But
Sounds like you learned pretty good.
Oh, I'm trying to watch it on the screen, but it's delayed compared to what's right here on here. So I'm throwing myself off. I'm gonna have to quit watching that thing.
It's a little confusing.
Yeah. Yeah, I keep threatening myself to start a channel, but I just hadn't done it. But it won't be Ford guy.
I like that logo you showed me, though. I think that'll work good.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I thought about how to try to true it up a little bit, and I keep thinking about it. But yeah, that would be the basic of it.
I tell you, you already got subscribers in the wing. We're just waiting for you, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate that. I just don't. I'm not one who gets on these things, and I'm very challenged in technology, and I thought about it a few times, and I actually tried it a couple of times with my camera, and I was like, "There's no way."
don't worry, we all looked horrible for the first dozen videos at a minimum.
Oh yeah. Oh,
yeah, I took 15 shots of this one item, and then it was like 15 shots. That ain't going to go very good. I won't get nothing done.
Well, you have a cameraman with experience, you know, on the other side of the phone. Your son can do all that stuff for you. All you do is do personality.
Well, the thing was, I couldn't get my words. You know, when you think about, some people can think and just what. We always need a Ford guy. Well, there's your Ford guy.
Hey, you want me to show the Beagle how he got here? I bet it's a Ford.
Like he hasn't owned one himself. Yeah, I'm just too broke to go replace it is all.
Where'd you work for 10 years?
That's why I own a Ford. I ended up at the assembly plant for Ford up in Kansas City. And I said, I always got in the wrong place because of, they used to have a Dodge assembly plant for trucks out there at St. Louis. which is on the other side of Missouri, obviously. And so it was like, man, I should have started over there, but they folded too. So, hey, but yeah, I worked for Ford about 10 years almost, and lost my health and couldn't hold a job anymore and what's so on. And so forth and so on. And so anyway, that's history now. And we just live life as we can.
Amen, brother. Amen.
So
Yeah, I'm not able to work a normal job anymore. That's part of why I started YouTube. I wanted to try to do something to hopefully eventually provide for myself in a way I can. So,
well, I think I'd run more people off than make I find out who my real true friends are, right?
you can look like $1,000,000. That's what editing's for.
Actually,
you get a lot of friends with that name.
In normal life, I'm actually an extreme recluse. I don't leave the house. I go to town very rarely. You know, I don't talk to a lot of people. But when I'm on here and I'm with all you guys and everything, it's all just friggin' natural.
Yeah, it's a lot nicer with closer to like-minded, you know, and got ideas or got questions, got things.
You and Buck got a lot in common.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was keeping that on to keep my head warm, and now it pulls it off.
I'm just trying to keep the glare down.
Yeah. Okay. Who can glare the most?
Who's got the best comb over?
I think it's the first live stream I've ever been on where I'm the youngest guy here.
Yeah.
Well, here, I don't know how old you are, but here's the young punk. It's actually his channel.
I'll get you views. Just put Pitbull Edwin and you'll have a ton of followers right off the bat. So
yeah. Until they find out I don't own one.
It doesn't matter. It's all smoke and mirrors.
Yeah. You know,
I thought every Ford person had a puppy. So
well, look like you knows every Ford person has a puppy.
They have to be alone when they're walking home.
Oh, life goes on. But yeah, I've got a car that I got to get the building up and finished so I can put the car and start filling with it as I can. It's a 67 Dodge Coronet. So there's a long story on that. If I ever start a channel, you'll probably get part of the story.
2 hours later.
But yeah. So anyway, yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm just kind of but it was great meeting you guys, and you know, at No Names National, the one I got to meet and everything, and
yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, it was kind of to my advantage because I don't have a channel, and I'd watched a lot of you guys, and so I knew a lot of you guys and everything. So when I come up, you didn't know who I was, but I could tell who you were. And I thought I could make a game out of this. But
your family, man. Your family with all of us.
Appreciate it. Yeah. But
I look forward to meeting you there this year. So
it's a blast. Don't miss it.
Yeah, we had a great time. And I know it's been said many times, but the biggest thing was didn't have enough time.
Yeah, especially working on Venom.
You know, yeah, especially working on Venom. that Saturday was taken up with Venom.
Yeah, honestly, I'd like not to bring him. It's like,
yeah, he's mentioned it's like I'd really like not even bring the car so we could just hang out, you know, and talk and everything with people and enjoy the camaraderie. And I met some people I didn't know, but you know, like you said earlier on here, that the playing field, it didn't matter how much horsepower your car had or how little it had. You are all equal.
Yep.
You know, and you know, a lot of places don't have that, and it's kind of ironic. I didn't have a lot of people I subbed to. I don't remember how many people I subbed to, but when the new No Name National came up, everyone that I was subbed to came to No Name National. Now, of course, I made a lot more subs since then. I mean, for that, but so it was like, heck, everybody I'm subbed to came to No Name. I mean, before No Name started, I was sub to everybody I was sub to came. So anyway, but yeah, I get my tongue twisted. Yeah.
He can have a 35-minute conversation with himself out loud.
Well, that didn't fall too far from the tree.
Yeah, you're perfect for you too.
Mine makes sense.
In his head, it does. I can agree with that. Actually, we can think of things, and just getting the words out the way we think is quite the challenge.
Buck, how do you do this? You've been on YouTube like
Oh, man. Oh, I thought you were my friend. Oh, Big Mike there. Oh, you
all right.
stabbed me.
So everyone understands here real quick. I'm gonna say something. He can't see these things on my phone, but they come on my TV. But the TV's like 30 seconds behind this. So when he starts reading the things, it's 30 seconds later. So
Yeah.
So you know. Yeah, I think everyone would love your channel. You look like Santa Claus. Everyone loves Santa.
Ho, ho, ho.
Now, you got some great stories. You've lived a good life, Edwin. Just to share just a little bit of that would just be wonderful.
Well, thanks.
And you got lots of support right here to help you all the way through it.
You know, that's one thing. It's greatly appreciated. And if I did start a channel, it would only be so I could interact with you guys. That's the only reason why I would start a channel.
You still got to text me to tell people.
Well, I had to text him too. Like, get up, you're on a live. If there's a live, get on it. And then whenever Buck had that one that brought him over the 500, I had to call him, and he actually answered the phone that night. And I says, get on. You're about to go over 500. They're working on you.
I'm working on my car.
Oh, you were sleeping that night, or wanting to that night. But nevertheless, yeah. So it would be so I could interact with you guys and get there. Maybe one of these days I'll get my car going to where I could bring it. Then that would be different. But yeah, that would be the only reason why to start a channel.
You come under mine.
Well, you don't have to have a car channel to have a channel.
No, that's what I'm saying. My end goal wasn't to bring a car. It would just be to talk with all you guys and interact, because I can sub to all your channels and I can like your content, but that's all I can do. I can't comment. I can't like anybody's comments or interact in any way.
Yeah.
And so every time you've seen me, obviously, has been when I've been around Daniel. And like he said, he's been working 6-7 days a week. And so he took a day off, and anyway, that's birthday party. And that's why I'm here and being able to be on with you guys. But anyway, yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. He was getting on. I said, what you doing? You getting on? He says, yeah, I'm getting on. Then he says, here, Ed, or here, Dad, and gave me the phone.
That's a heck of a photo bomb right there. Here, you're on a live.
Yeah, and then he pulls my hat off. But it is what. Hey, Sam. I see he's made a post. I've been wanting to say hi to him.
30 seconds later.
Yeah, 30 seconds later, his post came up on live. But yeah, Sam's from White Trash Motorsports. I've been watching his lives when he puts them up, and he just changed to Thursday, was it? Or yeah, I think it was Thursday. He just changed his time from Sunday to Thursday. And but good man.
Yes, he is.
All right, let someone else talk.
All right, I'm done talking. Everybody else gets to talk.
But like I said, Edwin, you're welcome in here anytime.
Yeah.
Hey, I appreciate it, guys.
That's the more of you that get in, the less I got to talk. So yeah.
Hey, come on over to my live. I won't have to talk either.
Oh, I like joining the group, not being the group.
Oh, you don't want to. You don't want to be on the pedestal.
No, sir.
Okay.
But I like talking with you guys, and
Yeah,
Buck,
we like
that CUDA you got going on, man. I couldn't believe it. I was like, "What's he getting? Is that for him?" I thought he was Buick.
Yeah. No, I always wanted one of them for a long time. My brother had one of them.
Yeah, I remember you saying that, and saying that was one of your bucket list cars.
I was checking Monster.
So that's cool.
It's rough, so it's going to take a lot.
Yeah, your bucket list car came in a bucket though, Buck. So
Yeah. Bucket of rust. Right now. Yeah.
You're fine. She's fine. Be ready. She's ready.
Okay.
But there's a lot of good bones in it, so we're good to go.
oh, it's still a neat car. No, I take it in a heartbeat. Half my fleet is in that shape, and I drive them every day. So
Yeah. Yeah, but I got to finish that Buick up though, and then move on.
Trying to read that comment. Something's too small for me.
I started a retirement project channel that morphed into a car channel and then into a pretty much whatever channel, but still with a love for cars. Perfect, Big Mike.
Yeah, and he's a good man. You know,
Oh boy.
he's just as good as gold as outside the channel as he is within the channel.
Hey, at least this year, his wife's birthday won't be on the same weekend.
True.
See, come on,
Mine
Kiss.
too.
Yeah, oh, yours too. And we get to see him. He'll show up at MoCan on Mopar Invasion down at just north of Joplin there, Missouri.
Well, see, it's also nice that you don't realize how many people are local you never met before. Like, we're not local. I mean, we're all about 3 hours away, but we could see each other at track that we probably would have seen each other 15 times but never knew who they were. That's what's cool about this channel and about this group. I mean, we're not all car guys, but the majority of us are, and that's how we know each other. That's why we get along so well. We have a mutual respect and stuff. I mean, like I say, you don't have to be a car guy to be on this, but the mutual respect of it, you get to be because you have common interest and stuff.
yeah. But like New Guys Garage, his brother Tom, his channel's New Guys Guitar. He's a guitar guy, but he's doing his best to get there to his brother. They're going to come together and have a lot of fun.
So that's what I'm looking at. No, that'd be cool getting up and together and have a little live music show.
Yeah.
He's bringing his jam stuff with him, so I think there's going to be a musical concert that breaks out. The no name band will have to break out.
Well, see, and that's the cool thing about him. He doesn't even have to get the 500 to show. I'm just saying he needs to work on it. But if he's not racing, he can just buy a ticket, come in, and have a good time.
Well, yeah, but he wants to race the U-Haul they're bringing to tow the car down with just for the hell of it. So there's an incentive to get in the
Big baby. Sorry, dog's being a.
And another thing I like about this, like we were mentioning, it's basically because of cars, and that's how John started it, got the thought of it, different content groups, people they knew, all cars. But it's also your life. We bring in different things that come from real life instance. You watch Big Mike. I mean, he's showing how to cut up a hog or smoke it or process it or firewood. He shows a lot of different things throughout his life that he's got going on too. But there's more people that do some of that too, and so it isn't just cars stuff that you have to bring, although that's primary, usually what gets you your likes and subs and more content to watching. But you bring real life into this.
Yep. Because like I've been saying, we get caught up on the project car, but people will click it for what you're doing, but they come back because of you. They like watching you do what you do.
Right.
Whether it's smoking a hog or smoking tires,
Yeah. They both are cool.
Why not both?
I've got
Yeah,
videos
but
fixing my neighbor's generator, and I've started a shop tour series. And for the state of Michigan, I'm trying to branch out. Still car stuff, but it's not. It's anything I find entertaining. I want to try to bring it to people.
Right. Right.
Yeah,
And
I put Hobie's link up there. He's at 999 subs.
wow,
He needs
One
one
more.
for 1,000.
man, if
I'm unsubscribing.
Well, I'm already
Oh.
subscribed. I can't counter his unsubscribe. So
yeah, yeah. I'm already subscribed to him. Actually,
Yeah,
twice. My wife doesn't know she is, but as well. And
Yeah, he's got a lot of neat stuff over there.
yes. And I was talking to Daniel here a while ago and watching you guys live while we were eating. And I said, that MoCan, I counted potential of 9 people that's going to be down, that could be at MoCan this year or Mopar Invasion Day down there that has one way or another had been some way affiliated with No Name National. Not everybody made it that started to last year, and some just come like Roy Boy. He doesn't have anything that he puts out. He just gets out there and talks and supports. But he was there at No Name. He's down at MoCan. He's up north of Kansas City, and so there's potential of 9 people that has had some kind of association with No Name National there this year.
Uh-huh.
And I just thought that was kind of cool for a small area that have that many people. And that's not everybody around this area, but that's just in the Mopar realm. Because you got Punisher Garage that's just south of MoCan, just down at Joplin. Now he's raced up there, but he's got that Pontiac. And there's a few others. I can't remember who also was around Joplin area that could be there, but not racing a Mopar.
I ain't gonna take over the show.
I think Buff's is close. Buff's garage is kind of close to there.
Okay.
I think we just hit 1,000 guys.
He did?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That's cool.
Yep. Unfinished
Congratulations, Big Mike.
Unfinished Project got it too. He was your he is the man. Unfinished Project.
Very cool, Evie.
Well, why wasn't he already subscribed?
He waits for those numbers.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it.
Congratulations, hubby. Oh man, that is so cool. So cool. And to think I
Very
was
cool.
your first sub.
He's holding out. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I was thinking if I started a channel, I thought, who would I tell first that I started the channel?
He ain't nothing gonna tell first. You know why? I probably wasn't gonna make it for him.
And then I, got some friends like you guys and Big Mike and Jed Scott from Scott Speed Shop. I mean, I've known him for about 10 years, 8-10 years now. It's like, who would I tell next? I mean, yeah, obviously Daniel will be the first one, but it's like, man.
Jed would have to be second.
But anyway,
I'm not going to take over the show. Remember? You're in timeout.
He said I'm in timeout. So,
hey, how about that? BareRose was
so
his first. Cool. Unfinished was his 1,000th.
Very
that
cool.
is so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Congratulations, Hoopty.
Yep. Congratulations, Hoopty. He was just out with Ari.
Did you see Ari in here tonight? I didn't see him.
No, I didn't see Ari. No.
Well, with that, though, I think we're going to head on over to Brian's place. It looks like he's fired up now.
I'm gonna head to bed. I'm too old for this late stuff.
You've been on for like 4 hours now, Buck.
Yes. Yeah, I've been sitting here for 4 hours. That's why I just got up.
I was going to ask you, Buck, do you want to shorten yours up a little bit? I can move my time if you need.
No, I'm all right.
Oh, okay.
Actually, sometimes I keep going.
I know.
Oh,
Sometimes you get on here and you look up and go, "Oh no, I'm at
Yeah.
like 6 hours. What?"
Yeah, that's my longest was 6 hours. And Ronnie English was there the whole time, he said.
Oh, and did you hear the news about StreamYard?
No.
They're doing something different with StreamYard. When you come on to somebody's live like this, you can actually go on live from your channel. So you'll be a guest like Buck, you'd be in here, but you'd be doing it from your channel. So
Oh,
you're
really?
getting the hours for it, and we'll be able to share it that way. So it'll be kind of like crossing the streams, I guess. But they're going to let us do it.
Because if you think about it, we are live. You know?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
But only the host, like only I will be able to add the little comments like one-eyed cats here.
Right. Yeah.
That's helpful because I do that cross stream with Junkyard Necromancer, New Guys, the 2 inversions, and then Witty. So there's 5, 6 of us on. So that would actually be helpful.
I can do the live. Yeah, you do.
And for everybody, that's the link to Dust Devils Live.
It is really good.
Sometimes if he doesn't schedule real quick, sometimes the redirect gets hung. So if it doesn't happen, that's the link to his live.
You guys have a great night.
Great seeing you guys, Redbeard and the Ford guy Edwin.
I thought you were going to say the white beard. You know, the red beard, the white beard.
Yeah.
Red beard, white hair, got hair, no hair. You want to hear him say Al?
You could be Two Beards Garage.
Wait a minute, mine's white, and yeah, I'm bald.
You guys have a good night. Good seeing you guys and talking to you.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Leave.
Great having you on tonight, 6%. And like I said, you're welcome out here anytime.
I appreciate it. I figured I'd stop by since it's getting so close, and I'm looking forward to it, at least to cross that hurdle and start looking at other things and hopefully help like New Guys Guitar. I'd like him to go because it'd be nice to meet those guys and so many other people as well. Would you calm down? Good Lord.
And just keep out there, keep swinging at the fences, and keep the material coming out. The more long forms you can do, the more that people like us that have already crossed over the 500 can share them on the community page. And so that'll help too. Shorts are hard to share.
Yeah, I'm 90% long form stuff. Like most of my videos are about 20 minutes a piece or so. And the shorts is just something I started when I started doing the live streams with the other guys. Just to kind of fill in stuff or stuff with the dogs or like a thing with my cast. Just try to have fun, get something else out there to help keep interest up between the once a week for sure uploads.
It's a perfect way to go, man. And you'll be surprised. Sometimes those little shorts will go through the moon.
Yeah, the ones that don't make that I wouldn't think would do anything, do stuff, the things I put effort into, just so there's no telling.
You don't know what's going to stick until you throw it against the wall.
It's like just take a handful of darts and one of them is going to hit. So
Yep. It's easier to hit it with a shotgun than a rifle.
That's kind of what it feels like, yeah.
But everybody in the chat, thanks for coming out. You guys are wonderful, and we'll do this again next Saturday. Hopefully, I can get this screen shared working again, so I can show you a little more in depth on some of the stuff we've talked about. But until then, get out there and keep some metal hot.
Easy, guys. Thanks, BareRose.
No problem. We'll see you next one.